there has been a history of Islamophobia in the United States, which extended before September 11. And I think, one of the things that really struck me was about 6 weeks after 9/11, Congress almost unanimously passed the USA Patriot Act, which
Yeah.
is, as you know, right, a 300-page document designed to safeguard and intercept and preempt terrorism. Now, when was the last time we've heard about a bill that got passed nearly unanimously within 6 weeks of an event? And one of the things that we know is that at least over the last 150, 160 years, that whenever we see kind of concerns about national security domestically, that there is usually some kind of foreign policy or event which is its counterpart. Domestic policy rarely changes, especially with regard to immigrants or newcomers. Without some kind of counterpart. And so we see this, especially, for example, the most probably well-known example is that of the attacks on Pearl Harbor and the subsequent internment of Americans of Japanese origin. And there had already been a 30, 40, 50-year period of kind of increasing hostilities between the United States and Japan, which were preceded by smaller bills here and there. And so a lot of it having to do with labor, a lot of it having to do with different kinds of economic exchanges. The 1907 Gentlemen's Agreement, which really limited the kind of immigration that would come out of Japan, the kind of the US Barred Asia Zone Act, which I believe was in 1920. So a lot of what we see internally is already preceded by a certain kind of anticipation of foreign policy antagonism. So these things never erupt out of nowhere. They don't just happen. By the time we see this kind of event, there have been decades of tensions prior to that.